It's Monday. It's not. We get it's not morning, but like it's still Monday. So,
but regardless, it's gonna be macabre.
It's got to be macabre regardless, guys. If it's Monday, if it's Monday night, if it's Monday morning, it's macabre. And that's the point. And that's why you've come to this podcast where Scones and Darcy, I'm Darcy, that is Scones, where we talk about spooky, creepy, spooky stuff.
Yeah.
You guys know this. That's why you're
usually,
here.
If you're a returning listener, you're probably like, what the hell? I'm used to this on Monday morning. My Monday drive to work or routine was completely thrown off. You guys ruined everything. I hate you all. Please don't become a supervillain. It's just tough because life gets in the way. And
sometimes you have life responsibilities.
Yes, or weddings, because when you're in your late 20s, you always have weddings. And
yeah, all of a sudden weddings become a thing.
But
you got
we love you, listeners, and we're still bringing you the macabre content. It's just about a lunar cycle. No, not a lunar cycle. A solar cycle?
I was going to say a lunar cycle?
An Earth rotation, really.
Listen, Mercury's in retrograde.
Oh,
so
is it really?
Is what we're trying to say. Oh, brother.
I could tell.
Is it really?
I could tell. I was holding my amethyst today, and I could tell.
Hey guys.
Hey you
guys. Welcome to another episode of Monday Morning Macabre. Scones, you have anything crazy, fun, and exciting to share with the class this week?
Yes, I do. It's called
Do you?
How to Do Taxes.
Ooh.
Just kidding. I don't know how to do that. We're going to talk about something else.
Yo, TurboTax, get at me though. Sheesh. All right, can somebody explain to me as I'm becoming more and more in tune with the youngsters' vernacular.
Of course we are.
Such as sheesh, on God, and bussin'.
Hello, fellow kids.
I would love the fellow kids in the audience to inform me of the like tapping the palm when you say sheesh. What does this mean?
Tapping the palm?
Do you know, Scones? Do you know what I'm talking? Like on TikTok, kids will say sheesh and then put their hand on their arm.
Oh, on their arm. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be
know. Well, arm is the ice in the veins from like the NBA is how I know it. But but I've seen it like palms specifically. But what does that have to do with sheesh?
I think it still has connotations of ice in your veins, built different type of like.
Okay, so it's just it then is like
I might be way off too.
With sheeshing.
Yeah, like he hit a sick jump shot, like sheesh. I don't actually know, but I do like basketball.
On God, the most bussing conversation I've had in a hot minute. Dog.
Yeah, we're built different.
We're built different here.
When do you think the Gen Z vernacular bit's gonna stop? Because I don't see it stopping anytime.
I don't think it will. I think it's going to become unironic.
Yeah,
eventually.
I think many listeners are probably like, "All right, we get it."
Yeah.
Well, too bad.
Well, guess what? If you want to hear about sad shit, you got to get through the sheeshes. But for real, no cap. What a week it's been. I hope the news starts to pick up, like, with that vocabulary, you know?
I mean, Colin Powell died, if that's what you mean. There's news.
Yeah, Colin Powell died from COVID.
You may know him. Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say, like, where he's from.
No, I know. Colin Powell from...
You may know him as
the hit
from
song,
the Vietnam War.
The military.
The Iraq War. Desert Storm.
Nassim Pedrad.
Not gonna lie, I did not realize how old he was.
He was 84.
Yeah,
think, right?
And then I like looked at his like service record, and I was like, dude, he was in like every war since like the 50s. What the heck?
Then I looked at his dating profile, and I was like, sheesh. So today's episode's Colin Powell. No, Scones is going to be bringing us the spookiest of the ookies this week, and who am I to get in the way of a Sconey on a mission?
Yeah, so I have a listener suggestion.
So I have a listener held hostage.
And if you don't listen to this entire podcast, download and subscribe. No.
If you don't subscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe.
If you don't buy a pair of Bombas socks, no. We have listener user on Instagram, Sarah_06.
Sarah06. If that is your birth year, I am sad.
Yeah, that makes me big sad.
That would make me big sad.
So, Sarah, don't make us big sad.
Did Sarah give us 2 suggestions? Because we said her name recently.
She
I feel
did.
Like.
She gave
I
us.
think I said the exact same thing last time that we read one of her suggestions.
Could be, but like we've talked about, we just recycle bits, baby.
Baby.
But Sophie Toussaint Duplantier was also her suggestion.
Yes. I was like, that name sounds familiar.
She was a somewhat new listener.
I had the same fear.
And she was a somewhat new listener, and now she might not be anymore because of us. Who knows?
All right, so what are we talking about this week? Not Sophie.
We're going to be talking about the Nevada Tan murder.
Nevada Tan.
Nevada Tan.
Nevada Tan out of 10.
And how fucked up the internet is.
Yay. Terrific.
Band. Slap the bass.
Slap a dingo. That's my new
I like it.
phrase for play, right?
Screw Gen Z. We'll make up our own.
It sounds like a jazz term. Like, man, he was just slapping the dingo tonight.
He was smoking the reefer and slapping the dingo, baby. So this article is not from All That's Interesting.
What?
What
do you mean?
I'm sorry.
How are we going to get our side under the table money from allthat'sinteresting.com?
It's from talkmurder.com.
Talk Murder. Mock Turder.
Actually, I think they might have a podcast too, so I'm not stealing this from you, Talk Murder. Just like back off. Okay, we're just
if they don't have a podcast, then their name is very misleading.
Then they're not 2 white guys.
Hey,
but yeah, you don't come here for our original investigation. You come here for the scones and darts spice that we put on it.
I think you come here for us going, sheesh.
Yes,
we're just like,
that's exactly
she was found dead in the brush. And we're like, oh, on God.
Do you want like pretty much just vernacular and overused stuff from Gen Zs, and then references?
You're here
from,
for the vibes, not for the tent. You're here for the tent that gives the vibes.
And then references from people like our grandparents' age.
Yeah, exactly. Really huge, broad range of references in this podcast.
I know you want us right in the middle, but you're not going to get it.
Not going to get it.
Anyways, it could start the horrifying Nevada 10 Sasebo school
slashers.
Nevada 10 is a name given to an 11-year-old Japanese schoolgirl, Natsumi Sui, who killed her classmate.
Why didn't they give her the name Natsumi Sui?
What'd you say?
Because that's her name.
Yes, it is. Who killed her?
But why did they give her the name
Nevada 10?
That's such a weird sentence. Nevada 10 was the name given to a girl named. Why don't they just use the name? Why did they skip the middleman?
Well, I'm sure we'll get there. And if not, well, Talk Murder, you should really close down shop because that's just horrible. Anyway.
That's just horrible.
Who killed, Natsumi Tsui, who killed her classmate, a 12-year-old girl, Satomi Mitari, on June 1st, 2004, while at Okubu Elementary School. Initially, Natsumi was...
Guys, we got scones in another country.
Yep.
Strap in.
Initially, Natsumi was referred to as Girl A, a common pseudonym given to juvenile offenders. But her name, so it's like their...
Yeah, that's their John Doe or Jane Doe.
Or I don't know, because do we call juvenile murderers here John Doe and Jane Doe?
I just think their names aren't listed. I don't think there's like the identity is kept secret, right?
Yeah. Well, anyway, her name would become public after Fuji TV aired the story, accidentally releasing her full name. Fuji TV.
How do you...
Yo,
blew
Fuji.
It, Fuji, baby.
Do we think it was...
We're going under for this.
Fuji TV.
Fuji, baby.
A subsidiary of Slick and Diggers Entertainment.
Fuji. You could have had it all, Fuji, baby.
Fuji, you threw it away. You could have been a star.
You could have been a star, Fuji.
The murder of Satomi Mitari was so brutal that Nevada 10 gained... That's one of those mid 1980s.
Yep. Fuji, wow, you could have had it all.
The murder of Satomi Mitari was so brutal that Nevada 10 gained instant fame, becoming a highly shared internet meme.
Oh, this is 2004?
Yeah.
That's like early meme.
I think was Japan ahead on the meme game, or were memes around?
Yeah, they were probably troll facing back in like 03. Sheesh, Fuji baby.
On June 1st, sheesh has become like the thing I say when I like I'm not quick enough to like have like real words put together.
It's the same as like That's just how I answer the phone now.
It's a real crutch. I hope I don't have to give like
sheesh.
any presentations soon. Instead of I just like sheesh. On June 1st, 2004, Natsumi Tsui, obviously known now as Namada Tan, lured Satomi Matari, also known as Raimi, like Sam Raimi, Sui's classmate and former friend, to an empty study room on the 3rd floor of the Okubu Elementary School. Raimi sits on a chair and is blindfolded from behind by Nevada 10.
Oh my god.
Which I guess, like, if you're like a little kid and your friend's like, hey, play a game, sit blindfolded, you probably do it.
I don't, but you're 12.
Right. So you're probably like, this can't possibly be scary.
I guess, yeah, you're right. Yeah, no. I think though, the blindfold, like, I could, if Scones is like, hey, Darce, just sit here, let me blindfold you. Like, all right, this is, be like, sheesh, but okay. And then bad things happen.
And then, yeah. With the empty classroom curtains closed from the outside, Nevada Tan cuts Raimi's her neck with a box cutter.
That's horrific.
How is this kid getting a box cutter? The initial cut is a deep laceration from the center of the throat from left to right and is nearly 10 centimeters.
Oh my god.
And, well, that's nearly 4 inches deep. And remember, a 4-inch cut on a 12-year-old's small neck is much different than that of an adult. Although I'd like to think both would probably be lethal.
I would think so. That is horrific. Dude. All right.
It gets worse.
Oh, no.
The cut was so deep that many sources referred to Raimi as being completely decapitated.
That's what I was going to say. That sounds like, yeah.
Kazuyoshi Tominaga from the Sasebo Fire Department dispatched to the scene and said a girl's body was lying face down on the floor. She was unconscious and not breathing. There was no heartbeat and no one else was at the scene. With what brief life Satomi Matari had left, she used to crawl to the door, but collapsed at the entranceway. Nevada Tan recalled to police that she looked down at her victim, who was shaking before becoming completely still. Nevada Tan wrapped the bloody utility knife inside a handkerchief and went back to class. She was drenched.
What the fuck? This is a 12-year-old?
Sure is. She was drenched in Matari's blood, which was noticed immediately by her teacher. When the teacher confronted the killer, Natsumi chillingly replied, "This is not my blood."
Oh my god.
Big scary.
That's big scary. I don't like that at all.
No, me neither, Darce.
No. I think we are in agreement.
From the Washington Post minutes later, teachers found Satomi Matari, a 12-year-old girl, lying in a pool of gore in an empty classroom overlooking the sandy playground at Akobu Elementary School. The 11-year-old killer, according to her own admissions as recounted in the interviews with school officials and counselors, had let Satomi, remembered for her toothy grin, run into the room. The attacker drew the curtains before slitting her victim's throat and brutally kicking the dying girl's head and sides, according to those interviewed.
Jesus.
Satomi's father described seeing her dead daughter. When I arrived, Satomi was already lying there collapsed. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I can't put into words what I'm feeling right now. I can't understand it all. I don't have a clue, he said.
Yikes.
So...
this is horrific.
Yeah, and it's like...
this is real grisly.
So grisly. And it's like, man, you're like... it's not even like your kid was where they weren't supposed to be, or like an adult that wasn't supposed to be got in. Like, it was a normal school setting.
Yeah, how did they just go off on their own?
I think it was like recess, just a break. And
they were just like, go to the 3rd floor of this building?
I mean, I assume
I think
Nevada
somebody
Tan took her to...
well, yeah. I mean, that's... but I don't think you... like, during recess, I wouldn't just be like, hey, let's just... although I don't fucking know. I guess in middle school, it's kind of like you're just chilling wherever.
I guess, but like, or maybe they asked to go to the bathroom. That could be.
Yeah, I guess there's a lot of
hall passes.
I mean, it's plausible.
Did you have hall passes, Darce? Little like yellow pieces of paper you had to fill out.
We had literal like wooden things that were like hall passes, and there's and I didn't think about it until recently Those are disgusting.
And also, what
Like-
difference do they make?
Right. Because you would literally, like, I remember going to the bathroom, you just, like, put it on top of a urinal and, like, like.
And did you have
Just like,
that
"Gotta
kid
go
in your
pee."
class that would just take it and never come back?
Yeah, I was that kid.
Hey.
Hey,
Yeah.
I was like, let me go for a walk. This is boring.
Bad boy, obviously, was Dars.
Yeah, my leather jacket. I would have my motorcycle waiting outside the classroom, and I
Yeah.
would just hop on and just
Going off
and just cruise off down the hallway.
Going off to punch some jukeboxes somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, another reference.
Right? You guys know Fonzie? Hey, you guys. Hey, Sarah 06.
Sarah
Fonzie?
06, respond to us if you like Fonzie and the other
It
Happy
sounds like
Days
we're
gang.
sending her like DMs every day. Sarah 06, respond to us.
Sarah 06, this is Slinger Nuggets. Respond.
Please respond.
Please respond if you know and like Fonzie. Natsumi.
The true mystery.
Yeah. Natsumi Sui was 11 years old when she killed her former best friend, Satomi Matari. So this is where we're getting into the internet drama of it all.
Oh, no. This is not, there's no way this goes well.
There's no way the internet's respectful. Is that what you're saying,
Yeah,
Dars?
yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. There's absolutely no way they're not doing something super fucked
The
up.
internet is either doing something fucked up or solving decades-old crimes. There's no in between.
Yeah, there's no in between.
Both girls attended the same classes at the Okobu Elementary School in the Nagasaki Prefecture, and both had a passion for computers.
Uh-oh.
The two friends had even made their own websites using basic HTML code. That's fucking impressive.
That's super.
Now we know
fucking
how
cool.
like they're advanced enough to lure people away to kill them. Like they're fucking
They
making
can
websites.
they can take my job, dude.
It says I don't know what this sentence has to do with it, but it says MySpace was created in 2003, but was not available in Japan until November 2006.
What does that have to do with it? Did Tom write this? What is? I don't understand. Like,
Tom,
Why?
Tom, we
Tom.
know.
Stop, Tom. We get it. MySpace was the thing.
I'm pretty sure Tom just like straight up like did what Mark
he just
Zuckerberg
surfing, dude?
like should have done
Yeah,
and just like
wishes he
sold
could've
it
done.
off and is like living a good life now.
Yeah.
The-
Better than a life I lived,
And isn't like a creepy like meat smoking robot?
meat smoking robot?
Have you not seen that video?
No.
And for any listeners out there who don't know what I'm talking about, look for the Mark Zuckerberg smoking meats video where he did like a live stream for like 6 hours and someone cobbled together every time he says, just because he's in his backyard, every time he says smoking meats, and it's like so many fucking times. It's so funny and awkward and weird.
Oh man.
The friction
Oh man, not again.
The friction between the two friends would begin on May 27, 2004, while both girls were talking in a chat room. This is where Nevada Tan discovers that her, Raimi, and the other classmates had been talking behind her back, calling her a barrico, which translates to heavy or fat.
Oh, this is sad.
Yeah, this is very sad. This is tragic, actually. Nevada brushes off the insults in front of her peers, but becomes more upset as the night progresses. The next day, May 28th, Nevada considers 3 ways to kill Raimi. So I think she was killing people no matter what, eventually.
Yeah, I was gonna say this sounds like there's some.
The 3 ways
Some problems.
would include a utility knife, an ice pick, or strangling. She also...
Jesus.
An ice pick? How does a 12-year-old even know what an ice
why
pick
is this? Yeah, I was gonna say, why is she like coming up with some really fucked up utensils?
She also planned to make this day the murder day, as she later recalled. I thought I'd kill this day, but I could not. On May 28th, Raimi once again wrote that Nevada was Barrico, and even though she deleted the message, Nevada had seen it. She replied, "I'll kill you." It was 2 days later that Nevada Tan carried out her plans and slit Raimi's throat.
Jesus.
So she like straight up was like, "I'm going to kill you."
Yeah, and then she.
So that might have been a red flag to putting on the blindfold.
Yeah,
But I'm
For sure.
like, still,
But also,
still
like,
definitely
I
not
would
expecting that to
yeah.
someone to
I don't think
actually
you can-
kill you.
That's super fucked up. So when does like shitty Redditors like get involved?
We'll get there. Because it's not exactly that, but you'll see. Because of the severity of the shocking murder of Satomi Matari, the case was covered not only in Japan but around the world. Nagasaki police faced the daunting task of satisfying the public's need for a reason behind Nevada Tan's actions. Why would this 11-year-old, otherwise sweet-acting child, murder her best friend in such a macabre fashion? Hey! Bing, 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 bing,
Hey,
bing,
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 bing, bing,
bing,
bing, bing.
bing, baby.
If you're a new
Baby.
listener, I guess we do that now for whenever the word macabre comes up.
Every time we do it. Every time, new listeners, we do it. Tom, if you're listening.
I don't know. It doesn't really
We're
fit
gonna do
the
it.
subject matter, but it's a word
Nope.
that really
But
jumps out at you.
It's a
if you-
contractual obligation we made.
An online blog helped to explain why. Nevada Tan's classmate would often see her reading, drawing manga, and writing poetry of an increasingly dark nature. Nevada Tan would immerse herself in death-themed Flash animation while at home.
Dude, Flash animations were the ish.
Dude,
back
if
in
she wasn't a
2004.
murderer, this girl was going places.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's like 100% like certified
Gifted.
creepy person.
Also found on her website was a short story called The Red Room, which she even warned to her readers is considerably scary and that people with weak hearts should not access it, which is like the most translated sentence ever.
Yeah, yeah, I was gonna say.
Also found on her website were several references to a novel called Battle Royale. So,
Oh,
you know what that is. I know what that is.
if you're 12, you shouldn't be.
I didn't know
consuming
Battle Royale was
media
that
such
old.
as- Yeah, Battle Royale was like one of the first like fucked up movies I remember seeing.
So, if listeners don't know, Battle Royale is a Japanese book. It was essentially the Hunger Games it is the subject matter similar to the Hunger Games and
Without
expired
this
everything.
book, yeah, it's why Fortnite exists.
Yeah, essentially.
Flossing became popular because
Marshmallow would be a nobody. Anyways,
Yeah, we'd have one less Travis Scott concert if it wasn't for this book.
so she had a novel called Battle Royale, which is a popular teen movie turned into internet game depicting the mass killings of several classmates. Some dark themes had influenced Nevada Tan. Although I don't like when they say that people that kill are influenced by violent stuff. I think they're drawn to it instead.
Yeah, I was
the
gonna
way
say
I
I think
think
that's a
about
better terminology.
It's kind of like how like
I don't think you're like a normal cool person and then you see like
you play the video
Sounds of
game
the Lambs
Doom.
and you're like, yeah, you're like, okay, time to just kill everybody. Like, I don't think that's
The video game, if you're not American, you especially don't know this, but the video game, or I don't know, maybe you do. The video game Doom, which is like
Dude, Doom is
super low
international.
res, like first person shooter from like when did Doom come out? Like early 90s?
like 94, 93.
And was like blamed for like
95?
mass, or not mass, but like school shootings.
Yeah, it's
and
the
it's
goofiest
like,
shit ever.
It doesn't make any sense.
No.
What is so scary is that she seemed normal to us in every way, said Masashi Watanabe, head of the Sasebo Children's Counseling Center, whose staff interviewed the girl after the killing. She did not seem like a troubled girl. There were no warning signs picked up by her teachers or parents. She could have been any of our children. That stuff I don't buy. There's definitely warning signs. But you know what I mean? Like, if no one wants to be like the one that like, yeah, I saw stuff. I didn't do anything.
I don't
about
know,
it.
man. I mean, I don't know. I could see.
You're about to say you know from experience.
No, what the fuck?
I don't know, man. I met a lot of little kids and went on to do some fucked up shit.
No, I could see a scenario where it's just like just a girl and like something fucking crazy happened. I don't know.
I thought you were gonna be like, yeah, no, I went to daycare with the Menendez brothers, dude. Like, totally chill guys.
I own the basketball card, brother.
Dude, that NFT must have sold for so much.
Oh, true. If that, dude, yeah. Sure. Anyway.
So anyway, let's get into how this became an internet.
Does she go to? Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm still waiting for the shitty internet people. So it becomes a meme.
Yeah.
A meme.
I'm guessing maybe meme. Hopefully, memes at this time had different. I don't know the right word, but we're different than they are now.
Connotation?
I guess I was gonna go there, but I don't know if that's the right word. Natsumi?
Don't go there, bro. Don't go there. Shit, don't go there, man.
Natsumi Sui was referred to as Nevada Tan after she brutally cut the throat of her former friend and classmate, Satomi Matari, as we've just a little recap. Internet forum users quickly created the name Nevada Tan, who at the time
Why?
did not know Natsumi's full identity or birth name because of Japanese privacy laws, as we've also discussed. A class photo of both Natsumi and Satomi explained how the name came into existence, though. As in the photo, Natsumi Sui, who immediately after the murder was referred to only as Girl A, was wearing a sweater with the text Nevada on it. The suffix tan is simply used in, I might be saying tan, it might be tan or something, but either way, it's simply used in Japanese culture to show a small version of something. Think bonito in Spanish.
Okay.
Perhaps equally shocking as the murder itself is the quickness in which Nevada Tan became embedded into popular culture, especially within Japanese anime and manga groups. Memes, fan art, clothing, posters, novelties, such as Nevada Tan bobbleheads, were readily available.
What the fuck?
Other children, and yes, even some adults, dressed up as Nevada Tan to show off their cosplay talents.
Yikes.
So...
this is so cringy.
Kind of insensitive.
Little bit.
It's kind of like people now like dress up as like Al Capone for like Halloween,
yeah,
but that
that's
was a
not
long
like
ass time ago.
A month after, yeah.
And also like child killings.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, not great.
What about that makes you go, oh man, I gotta cosplay this one? Like,
I mean, I get obviously the whole point of this podcast is that people are drawn to the macabre.
We're on a podcast?
You've been recording this?
you said it was off the record.
No, but people are obviously drawn to the macabre. Like people here love like serial killers and shit, and like Dexter is.
But there's a difference between being interested in the macabre and fucking cosplaying.
No, it's definitely taken way too far.
Yeah,
and it's fucking real. It's not Dexter or like.
This is a Dexter podcast.
But like even like I guess older I guess she's not a serial killer. But I bet she would have been eventually. But either way, yeah, people don't dress up as like John Wayne Gacy for Halloween.
Yeah, also Dexter filmed on my street. They had to block off the street. So I'm basically
can we insert an applause there?
so
roses.
Like you guys can DM me. I'll send you guys my Cash App info, and you can just send.
Do you have set pics that you can leak? TMZ, we'll buy them.
There was a party tent in my neighbor's lawn that they threw a party for.
Spoiler! It's gonna be a party scene.
Party theme? No, this was like crew party. After
no. There's gonna be a murder at a crew party.
Oh, yeah. So Dexter goes back to high school and has to redo high school.
Dexter is in a TV show within a TV show.
Yes, and
it's Dexter. Like Seinfeld.
Sheesh. So anyway, enough about Dexter.
So anyways, Nevada Tan would show instant remorse, or at least fake it. If I don't know what's going on in her head, but I wonder why I did it. She said, if I thought and acted properly, it wouldn't have happened. I would like to apologize. Again, that's probably like a translation kind of the way that sentence is strangely proper, but doesn't explain anything at all.
Nope.
If every killer in America was like, I should have just thought and acted properly.
Yeah. I agree, though. I think I agree with the sentiment.
Yeah, people got to start thinking and acting properly.
Honestly, sheesh.
Natsumi was instantly remorseful over the killing and could not stop crying while talking to police. It was no doubt that Nevada Tan was not the killer her internet fame had made her out to be. While in the police,
did she go to prison?
While in the police station, they gave her snacks, but she couldn't eat because she was so distraught by her murderous actions. Natsumi formally apologized to Satomi's family. So this is where you start to think, like, could she even, like, in her mind, have it like know what death is, and that like, the person's gone forever, and it's so
like, do they really understand this severity? But at 12 years old, you understand.
I mean, she's coding websites.
Yeah, if you know HTML, like
murder's wrong. That's the.
If you can make a div, you can make a dev.
They use that at Quantico.
So I can't imagine if a kid would like killed my child and then was like, hey, sorry about that.
Should have been acting proper.
Be like, I would fucking lose my mind.
Because of the Japanese family court, which ruled to institutionalize Nevada Tan, they handled the age of the killer because of that sentence is strange. Anyways, they ruled to institutionalize her because of the severity of the crime despite her age. Nevada Tan was sent to serve time at the Tochigi Prefecture. Juvenile heinous crimes have been on the rise in Japan over the last decade. That's horrifying.
That's not a good stat.
No.
That's a GDP.
The previous
That's a
July,
GDP. That's not a good.
Yeah, no. Well, demographic maybe is the word you're looking for. I don't know. The previous July.
I was gonna say something about GDP.
So the previous July, a 12-year-old Nagasaki boy kidnapped and molested a 4-year-old boy and murdered him by pushing him off a roof of a car garage.
What the fuck?
In 1997, a 14-year-old boy cut off the head of an 11-year-old girl, leaving it at the entrance gate to his school. An incident too violent, Japanese authorities responded by lowering the criminal rate from 14 years old to 12. Fortunately for Nevada Tan, she was only 11 when she slayed her classmate. As far as I can tell, Nevada Tan is no longer incarcerated, has mostly changed her name, and is living under a unique identity.
Dude, that gives me the fucking chills, bro.
That kids are just wiling out over there, like doing super violent shit. This makes me wonder.
Wiling out is one way to put it.
This makes me feel like I wonder if like this kind of shit. Oh no, when did like the Ring come out? The Japanese Ring, where it's like a little girl's like
Ringu.
Yeah, sorry. Where like the Japanese girl, like little girls are like the evil ghostly things.
I have no idea when the Japanese version came out.
Well, either way, like, is this inspiration for it? Because that's scary as fuck.
Because #spooky.
Because like, holy crap, I would not send my kid to school.
Yeah, I don't know if this is like. I feel like for some reason Japan has like brutal murders. I don't know if that's like me being like.
That's not. I would agree with you, but I would not say it's unique.
No, I'm not saying it's unique, but I'm saying like I don't know what it is about Japan, but in my head, like some news from Japan. When it's a murder, it's like it's something crazy.
Maybe it's just only the most brutal ones make it over here.
Maybe.
I was gonna say we got guys over here making nipple belts. Like it's.
You're right. I guess this is probably just me being kind of a what's the word I'm looking for?
Not knowing enough about the more tame Japanese crimes.
Yeah.
You just go. You don't hear about Japanese crimes.
Yeah, it's actually that's 100% what it is. It's just that I've only seen the ones that are crazy because they're crazy. So it's confirmation bias, I guess, in that sense. But yeah, that's horrific, dude.
Well, that's the story of Nevada Tan. Thank you, Sarah_06.
Sarah_06. I pray 06 is not your birth year. You should not be reading about this.
Oh, that's
true.
You
should be playing Minecraft and coding websites.
I mean, how old would she be?
15?
Yeah.
Right?
I guess, yeah.
That's easy math.
Sure is.
Not like I don't want you to think like I just knew the age out of like being a fucking creep.
Whoa, tough guy, man. No math. Why do you know so much math, Source?
I just subtracted from 21.
I don't know.
It got to 6. It got to 15.
I don't know.
No, it's like, oh yeah, she's 15. I figured that one out at the fucking jump. Like.
Anyway.
Oh man!
Thank you very much for the recommendation.
Thank you for the recommendation.
I have Dars. That's
yeah.
So I know we're releasing this episode late. I apologize again.
Yeah.
Yep. And I know when you're apologizing, you shouldn't ask something of the person you're apologizing to. But I got two. Two hot requests for our listeners. 2 of them.
Ooh, sheesh.
All right, listeners, gathering close next to your iPod.
Getting close. Scones has some news.
Gathering close to your iPod headphones.
Your iPod.
Use your circle on your iPod Classic. Just scroll that volume all the way up.
Yeah.
So, number 1, if you're new to the program, we will be coming up on the end of season 2, our 2nd year anniversary, and
where we don't change anything, but we just call them seasons.
Amen, brother. But we like to, for the listeners, give you a little kind of bonus content. And we ask that all you listeners out there reach out to us with what did we do? Top 5? Top 10?
I think so. No, I think it was top
Okay.
5. Top 10 sounds like that'd be a lot.
So your top 5 favorite episodes from this season 2.
From season the deuce.
So from this year, from this point till last Halloween.
Yes.
So let us know. Scream them out from the rooftops.
Hit us up in our DMs. Tweet at us.
Yeah.
Email us. Whatever you gotta do.
We'll check all of the email, sam@mondaymorningmacabre.com. We'll check the Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, like any way you know how to get at us. Please keep it normal content, not Patreon content, because obviously that would stink for people.
Because if
who
you're
have no
not
idea
a
what we're talking
Patreon listener, you should go pay $6 and get hours and hours of more.
Ooh, you'd get video
goofs and gaffes.
video content and
yeah.
Anyway, my second request, the number 2 request. That's
number 2.
Yeah. God, I don't remember what it was. Oh, yes. Send us an FAQ, questions you have for me or Darce. Again, you can send them any way you know how. If we get and there's no limit to how many FAQs you can send. Send as many questions as you
can send us as many questions as you want, you ding dong.
Make them serious, like, Darce, what's your shoe size? Make them silly, like, Darce, here's some shoes.
What's your shoe size?
Darce, how do you tie your laces together?
Darce, you a double knot guy?
Yeah,
the only way to find out is to send us a question.
So anyways, send those in a separate message any way you know how, like we just listed. We're going to put together some fun little content with that.
Fun little content.
I figured, Darce, if you like this, we'll do a video of us answering them and then
I don't know how to read.
Hey, we'll have to bring someone in for that because ratings
we got a translator in here.
But anyway, we'll probably do something along the lines of Patreon members get a video of that, and then other normal listeners get an audio, I think is probably a good way to do it. So send those in.
Agree.
Again, sorry we're giving you homework when we're the ones who are late. We're those professors that walk in and are like, we're still taking the test. I don't give a shit.
Hey, baby, you got 10 minutes. I'm going to go outside and smoke myself to sleep.
Here's a hydrogen atom. Fucking. And then I take a huge rip out of my reefer.
Hell yeah.
I was actually taught chemistry by a jazz musician from a poorly made cartoon that didn't know what real jazz musicians were like.
Yeah, he slaps dingoes.
So many dingoes. He made us watch.
Do those things, listeners, and reach out to us on Macabre Pod on Twitter, Monday Morning Macabre on Instagram, mondaymorningmacabre.com. Hit us up, buy some merch, sign up for the Patreon, support the show, all that good stuff.
And we got messages from you Patreon listeners. For the little gift, the little goodie we'll be sending you. We did see them. It's in the works. Don't worry.
Yeah, gifts and goodies, they're on their way.
Gears are turning.
So, besides those things, have a great Monday.
Have a great Monday.
Goodbye.
Boy.